Okay, last topic of discussion.
It's a food for thought, actually.
All right. Now, a lot of you, brothers in the Fighting Game Network on the East Coast will come to know that arcades are slowly dwindling away.
Slowly.
And, you know, speaking from personal experience, from our area here in New Jersey, we used to go to a couple of places, Fun and Games at Willowbrook Mall.
Yes.
Over in Little Falls. Menlo Park Mall.
The arcade before they gave you that fucking Krusty the Clown facelift and took all the fighting games out.
Yeah. I mean, hell, Chuck E. Cheese even had shit.
Even Chuck E. Cheese. Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Bloomfield Arcade.
Bloomfield Arcade.
Wow. But somebody got stabbed, yo. I think that was it.
In Essex County, New Jersey. You know, like, we're wondering what's going on. Like, Nelson Rios from Raw Gameplay, Mike Hurdle, and Sean Griffin saw something some time back in passing, and they made some good points. It's something where, you know, I guess collectively we should all make the fighting game circuit in the East Coast a little more credible, because it's like it's just going away. Like the Break, 8 on the Break in New Jersey, where every Tuesday they hold their tournaments.
They're like, honestly, for what our feelings is, you know, we've been going there for a long time.
That's the only one around.
They're the last hardcore arcade in New Jersey. It is the Break. And even then, it's half and half.
Now, you know, we're trying to figure out what contributed to this. Was this something that, the online gaming started to kill?
That has a lot to do with it.
Because remember, when CVS 2 was the first Xbox One game that had online play.
Yeah.
I can go and pull up the research. When we played it, it was so flawless. My first match, I used Yamazaki, Rugal, and Blanca. I'll never forget that fight. I said, at the end of it, this is going to be the death of arcades. Because people aren't going to go out and play anymore. They're going to stay at home. They're going to pay, like, technically, if what you're paying on Xbox Live is similar to what you would pay a year at a coin-op machine.
And slowly but surely it's right. But there's a flip side to that coin. Arcades of West Coast is still killing it.
Now, here's the thing. What is it with being over in the East Coast? Why can't we have the same tournaments that they have over in the West Coast? Justin Wong relocated to the West Coast so that he can do his thing. Tournaments, people winning like $5,000, $1,000, like walking away.
And these are not like real big tournaments. You got Samsung doing tournaments at local arcades, giving away HD TVs for first prize.
Sponsoring these guys. So it's something where,
and the East Coast like this. What the fuck is going on over here? Because we're from the East. Like what? Not even down south, like Florida, they got a couple arcades. Even like the Southwest, like Texas and stuff, they're doing good. But over here, like New York and Jersey, I mean, even Philly, I mean, like, what's going on? My opinion, a lot of it has to do with ownership. They don't want to kick the money out. But at the same time, you gotta go by what's a hot commodity. Like certain people, certain arcades, we won't say if they have Street Fighter 4.
I'm gonna flat out say it. I'm gonna flat out say it.
Okay, say it.
If the Break went and got Street Fighter 4 when it had originally come out, I mean, hell, you could have did a botched job and get the arcade unit, because we know one of your guys created that Blast Blue machine and the Tatsunoko Capcom setup. All you had to do was get the hard drive, the unit, wire up the controls, and you should have been good to go.
And you know how to do that, but yet you try. I'll tell somebody saying, "Oh, no,
I'm not gonna tell nobody how to run their business, because
you gotta do it. You know, it's ours. But just opinion wise, you got people who bought the unit, hotwired it, and they got shit on YouTube showing like, "Alright, I got Street Fighter 4 arcade downstairs."
Yeah, in people's homes, but we can't get them in our own arcade, in our backyard. You know what I mean? So it amazes me to see how flourishing this genre or the network is over in the East Coast, West Coast, as opposed to here on the East Coast. Look at it like Fast and the Furious and nighttime racing. I used to do bad stuff when I was younger. Driving around racing and doing all that stuff. The market all over, like you got from Florida to Atlanta, up here, West Coast and whatnot, that nightlife, street light racing environment should be the same for the fighting games, because that's an international thing. Right. So for us to be here in the East Coast lagging behind, it's what's going on?
You don't know, like, you know, because we will be taking the trip to Cali anyway, even if it's not E3. We're going to go do an nMo arcades over there from Cali. We're going to do it. And it's like the way people talking over there. We got some of our friends like Dizzy and them going to tournaments.
Yeah, you know, Dizzy, Ryder, you know Jay Zombie.
Just playing.
You know, it's something where, you know, you got KDZ. You got a lot of these really good guys from our area that they're trying to still do, you know, like with the break and how they were airing the tournament. Like there was the fight between Arturo and Ryder. That was the best Street Fighter 4 match I ever saw. Ryder is probably one of the best Ables I've seen. KDZ knows how to use Able really well, because remember at the E spot, how he fucked everybody up. But we still have the potential to make this thing big over here. That's why we hooked up with King of the Couch, because we want to get these tournaments up and running. I want Wong, I want Sanford, I want one of those guys to show up to one of our 3 events that we're hosting this summer. You know what I mean? We got to rejuvenate. We got to put life back into this.
But the problem is money. That's all it is. Nobody want to kick the money out, or they want to take too much off the top.
I tell you this. We talk about how we want stuff to be better on the East Coast, but we're doing something about it. And that's why we made our deal with Mr. Rod Lane to, you know, kind of create more of a buzz.
Now, for a lot of bullshit lovers that hate us, we're the only motherfuckers that's doing it, aren't we?
Well, yeah. Well, trying to get it at that level.
Well, you know, but we're making a step in the attempt. Like you said, it's not about planning until that's done. Execute.
Because I don't blame Wong for leaving the East Coast.
It's like money. It's like, you know what, a lot of people dislike them for that, but hey, you know what, you gotta go what's gonna make you survive.
Hell, he flew back over here. We saw him at the East Coast Throwdown. He did his thing,
went back,
whooped everybody's ass and left, you know. But I just say, I don't know. I don't think it's a lack of love for the network
over here.
It's just, I guess it's execution. The right people have to get together and make it happen. We have to start getting sponsorships for this stuff. We have to make this a big thing, because look, MLG, you got these guys, they're organized. They get together. Hell, they got this you know, a huge league of guys getting into first person shooters and so on and so forth. Why can't it be like that here on the East Coast? And I'm going to keep asking that question, because those who do view this will be like, why you keep asking that same question over and over? Because something needs to be done about it.
That's why.
You know?
If it's like, oh, well, I got a live in PS3. That's bullshit, because you know what? You could be somebody that you think is good, but it's not known or well-renowned.
You may be good on the internet. You may be good on Xbox Live, but when you get to you know, like our GameStop tournament, or you go to the East spot,
everybody watching you. You got the crowd there. It's like, you know what?
You got some fucking sharks.
Like, you got people like, I'm using my aim to go on Messenger or just disconnect. You can't do that there.
One thing before we close this discussion up. You fucking lag switchers, I'm putting some of you on blast. And those of you who get lucky ass fucking wins, bullshit wins, I'm gonna fucking start putting you on blast. Ocean Cruise, I want my rematch. Fucking Captain Failboat.
How you gonna listen to Captain Sailboat?
Yo, Captain Failboat, Xbox Live Gamer Tag, who beat Shinwar.
Captain Sailboat.
Shinwar wants his rematch. So
it's Captain Sailboat,
yo, don't be bitches. I'm calling you out. I want a fucking rematch, Ocean Cruise. That was bullshit.
How the fuck you lost to somebody? Ocean Cruise. Ocean Spray, I'm sorry. What?
I'm even gonna capture that fight and show you that bullshit that went down.
Look, yeah, you can probably say I'm laughing or whatever because I ain't lose a certain name. Y'all want to play me on live? Anomaly within my Xbox Gamer Tag. Send me a request. I will play you on SF4. You're not gonna fucking embarrass me.
All right, so we're gonna take one more intermission before we wrap up our discussion. All right, and
if I lose, I lose. I'm not going to drop the match on you. That's fucked up, though. They won't give you the rematch.
Shit, fucking gay. Anyway, Capcom, I'm gonna give you some suggestions for Street Fighter 4 in our on the wrap up, and all I want is a rematch option for ranked battle, because if somebody wins off a fluke, you should be able to get at least one rematch in.
Oh, the tournament's coming out this month, right? The tournament brackets.
Yeah, June 15th. We'll do that in the wrap up. All right, we'll be right back, fans.